What's wrong with Mario Party? Actually, quite a bit. Do you want my actual opinion on it, or do you want to just like, or are you just making like a reactionary post? I'm not quite sure. You gotta give me a no cap whenever you say, I'm intrigued by your opinion, Trihex. Please give it to me. Opinion, no cap. No. The game, in terms of like, if your beef is gonna be that you want to play a casual multiplayer experience, then maybe it'll be fine for you. But if you are not a fan of having these like obnoxious final 3-turn comebacks that trivialize the prior, I don't know, 3/4 of the match, you're not gonna like what Mario Party on Switch has going for it. Just think of all the problems of like late game comeback with blue shells and all the other item carries that happen in Mario Kart now, and just put it times 50 in this. Like nothing matters until like the final 5 turns. Which, you know, hey, maybe getting steamrolled in momentum is like not your thing. If so, then hey, you'll like New Mario Party. But because the item shop is so cheap and you still get the same, like every item is like half the cost of what it was in any previous game, and you still acquire the same amount of coins per minigame won. So the economy, in my opinion, is effectively broken, and like everything is too powerful. It feels kind of like just an obnoxious power creep. Feels like an episode of Dragon Ball Super, but everyone's Goku, so everyone goes, you know, Super Instinct. Lost Ultra Instinct. I'm sorry. So I was saying Super Saiyan, Ultra Instinct, same time. Dance game, casual leave, get fucked. Oh, I see now. It's like actually impossible to do this without being big. Those are some of my beasts right there. The items are really broken. The comeback factor is way too obnoxious. The maps are actually really boring. They are like super boring. It's literally just a downgrade from any game. Even the lesser Mario parties, I would say 7 onward is where it gets like a little bit fickle for even the biggest of fans. Dude, these maps are garbage. They are actually garbage. I don't think any of them are good. Due to the characters having unique dice rolls, not everyone has good dice. Most of the bad guys have way better dice. And debatably, there's like a tier list on who you should pick if you want the highest probability of getting a high roll, because the high rolls literally get you more visits to the item shop, which literally get you more power to win the game. You're gonna want to play Bowser or Bowser Jr. or the Goomba or the Boo. I forget exactly which ones have all the good dice, but I recall Bowser being probably the top tier. And because only one person can be Bowser, this quickly becomes a problem or a situation of like, you know, who calls dibs on Bowser because they're not all balanced and shit like that. And it's gonna essentially be kind of like if you play Mario Kart Double Dash, where, you know, who has the best special car? The Toads do. So if you're playing Mario Kart Double Dash, you know, it's like, okay, well, cool, I picked Toad and Toadette. And it's like, well, fuck you, dude. You can't get the parade card. That shit's like fucking press special to win. Fuck that shit, dude. Like, in my experience, we had to have a gentleman's agreement to just ban Toad and Toadette and Mario and Double Dash because it was like it was too stupid. Kind of like Oddjob and GoldenEye, gentleman's agreement. Yeah, it's all you can do. But I still feel like that I wouldn't compare like the shortcomings of competitive. I wouldn't compare that to this though. This still has way more problems than that. We can do better, but I'm still sitting here talking, not really focused here. We can do a lot better than that. So let's go back again, just to review. Economy is broken. Items are broken. Late comebacks are too frequent, and the momentum of the prior non-last 5 turns are practically irrelevant. Character dice create an uneven playing field from the very start. Maps are boring, no online. That's about it for you right there. This is why Mario Party for me is like Omega Law tier. It's just, I honestly can't recommend it unless you just like are completely a casual and into like, LOL, well, whatever happens, happens. The no online is such a deal. Like, all of that would be passable, right? If you could play online, that's all right, cool. Well, I'm playing with my friends, whatever, dude, not a big deal. Like, I can get carried by human interaction. No online makes it like actually just Papega tier nonsense. I can't even understand like why that was a thing. Unless like literally they're trying to sell you 2 Mario parties, they had to like shit this one out. That way they had some compelling software to offer last year, I guess. Because, you know, maybe they're gonna make a Super Mario Party 2 in the same Switch generation. It's gonna have like all the obvious QOLs of like more than 5 maps and more non-online functionable. I wouldn't beef on map quantity. I don't think I really did. It's more that the maps here are all terrible. They're bad. They're boring. They're simple. They're bad. Their layouts have balance issues. Again, where the shops spawn is like Papega and dumb. Like you can get a super dice, roll a 15, and have 2 shops pop up on your same 15 dice roll and just get 2 insta warps to stars. And you're just sitting, you know, fat dick, just like, you know, hey, I have a stupid lead right now and you can't stop me. So you can roll a big number via an item assist and then just get 2 item shop visits on the same turn and there's no circulation of like balanced item distribution. So you can just, the insta warp to star, it'll be at the shops, man. The only way I can put it is like, imagine if you were like in first in Mario Kart and you can still get a star. Except you can get like 2 stars. You can like camp a star on your hold R button like you could in Mario Kart 64, and you can get a 2nd star and then fucking blow them both up and like double lap last place and just like skull fuck everyone. That's literally Mario Party at this point. You're winning more, and you just like dumpster everyone because you have more resource to win more because of it. Because you can use the item shop insta warp to then dance around the map and make half the map travel trivial, you can literally just camp the insta warp until like shit you need on the map is near wherever it is, and you just fucking you just use the warp, do your big dice, get a 10, and fucking just do it again, dude. It's actually, it feels like late stage capitalism, dude. It's just like out of control. You can just like, you are the fattest cat in the alley and you have all the resource to continue to be the fattest cat. Like there's nothing you can do to stop it. 102. Almost there. I got one idea here. I would like to cut the 1 minute. I wonder if I could, I wonder if I can come right here. Yeah, I know it's December 1st. You know what I was getting at. I didn't mean literally come. All right, we can. Okay, cheating. Oh my God, cheating. No, you look younger today. No, I'll be out here. You look ashier today. Well, that's a brilliant deduction. I definitely, you know, bathed in a pile of baking soda before I came live. I think the Xbox Scarlet has the potential to outdo the Switch. The only problem they have is that they're not doing exclusives anymore. That's a pretty big problem. I mean, the lure of the Switch is the added value, the added intrinsic value of any game you buy on the Switch is going to have the portability and the console experience, right? And it has the backing of Nintendo's stellar first-party support if you're a Nintendo fan. Automatically, any 3DS owner is going to buy a Switch, and automatically any Nintendo console person is going to buy a Switch. So you just double your potential fan base off that front alone. Then those who are like wanting the convenience of smartphone, you know, on-demand lifestyle will consider the Switch for that same reason of the hybrid functionality that is not being offered by any of the competitors currently. So Switch has a lot going for it in these categories, in these regards, in these perspectives. Comparatively, Scarlet has horsepower, and that's really all we know so far. Another console that you plug into a wall, you're tethered to a power socket, you play it when you are home near the power socket, not at your own convenience. Maybe there's cloud functionality to play it on your smartphone. Maybe we don't know. Things we don't know yet. So I don't know the draw here. So when you say that that Xbox Scarlet's going to outdo the Switch, that's a lot to assume off of nothing to go off here. I'm not even anti-Xbox here. We don't have a reason to I want to believe that they're gonna like give because competition is good here. You know, you don't want Nintendo to be like cocky or whatever, because then fucking the Wii U happens again. But like, so competition is good, no doubt. I want to see them succeed and nail their execution or whatever, but we don't definitively know what the hell they got going on right now. And we won't know until probably next E3 next year. Consoles that are going to provide more horsepower and a locked ecosystem behind the console's wishes, or the console maker's wishes, is getting increasingly trivial and, in my opinion, less effective and less in demand as time goes on here. Just because like you're seeing the similarities of like PC architecture be replicated by the consoles now. It's getting less and less proprietary. So you're seeing the unveiling of more gimmicks which isn't a bad thing. More gimmicks and unique experiences provided by the console people to differentiate themselves from the smartphones and from the PC. Just a lot more competition. It's a lot harder to justify that console when everyone can agree that like a smartphone, that's necessary, mandatory, right? And then the tablet is kind of like entering that space of like, you know, what you do in your recreational off time. Fuck. So you have like consoles dying, PC rising, tablets invading. So you gotta really, you know, tuck in the dick, put the ego away, and really figure out why do I need to exist? I'm thinking about consoles in 2020 onward. Why do I need to exist? I think Nintendo's done a pretty good job giving you that answer with the Switch. We will see what Microsoft and Sony will do with their respective consoles as well. I imagine both are gonna try to bring in unique proprietary things to differentiate themselves from consoles or from PC hardware as much as they can. It seems with Sony it will be some pretty powerful hardware stuff under the hood, as well as their resistance-enabled triggers on their DualShock 5 controllers, and maybe more to come. You know, with the ability to, you know, apparently they're gonna have like some innovative storage mediums that will allow an unparalleled read and write speed that will, from what they're talking about, like seems it's gonna even dwarf M2 SSD speeds. I don't know if it's gonna use like Thunderbolt 3 and have like, you know, 40 gigabits per second or whatever. I don't know what they got going on here, but they're making it sound pretty dope. So we'll see what that got going on. As far as Scarlet goes, we just don't know a lot. There's a lot of fluff thrown at E3 last year, so I don't know what to really make of it other than like I want Halo to not suck. And they're probably going to use Mixer, and they have the opportunity because they have the in-house owned Mixer and make games, unlike every other streaming platform out there. They could integrate Mixer in a way that like other companies just like Twitch can't even do. So we will see what that brings. Again, if they bring some cool shit that'll make Twitch get their shit together and innovate more, you know what I mean? So that is what I got for you there so far. There's my 5-head take on not really not 5, just more me summarizing what how things are currently right now in the ecosystem. I would think that Microsoft has the most untapped potential. I think they could come in and do some pretty cool shit, but they gotta, I don't know, they gotta like bring it together, honestly. We'll have to see. As far as Stadia goes, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like their model at all, honestly. I think they kind of like, I think that they kind of fucked up a lot on the whole thing. They did like, I had all these cool ideas for what they should do, and they like didn't do any of them. I'm just like, okay, well, all right, bro. Well, I guess we'll see how you play it out then, because I don't know what the fuck they want to do with that shit. Good enough, man. Give me that sub 1 minute. I'm out. Tell YouTube hi, kids.